welcome to my channel. This is Iris. Today I'm going to talk about this famous drugstore makeup brand called Wet n Wild. I'm sure pretty much everyone knows the existence of it. I have to say Wet n Wild has a very soft spot in my heart because years ago when I was still a student and I was trying to learn makeup, I would say Wet n Wild is pretty much the first brand I purchased because the price tag is just really affordable and student friendly, and they always have so many selections. I just feel like every time I purchase their products, it doesn't chop me an arm or an leg. However, it doesn't mean the product's quality has been compromised. So now it has been years and I feel like I've tried so many products from them. I figured it will be a good time to talk about what's my favorite and what's not so much. Alright, so first of all, let's talk about the foundation. The one I just made a video is this one called Mega Cushion Foundation. I tested their longevity and the results after about 10 hours. So I will link the video on the top right. You can take a look and see what you like it. Yeah, I have to say this is the one I carried in my makeup bag for a while and I really like it. Oh yeah, so one thing I want to mention, most of the makeup I have on my face is from Wet n Wild products and I'm going to talk about them in this whole video. Not going to do any tutorial, but yeah, I'm just gonna talk about it. So this one has been in my makeup bag for a while. I really like it. It's my daily to-go foundation. I like the medium coverage. It still shows some of your skin, makes it look healthier but better than your skin covers. Very basic blemish. And I just really like the packaging with a beautiful mirror and this sponge thing. Usually if I do my makeup at home, I will use a beauty blender with my Estee Lauder Double Wear, especially when I make a video, because that gives me a matte finish. However, in daily life, I prefer this one because this one looks better face to face. And the Double Wear, I feel like it's a little bit too thick. The other one is their liquid foundation from Wet n Wild. I also made a video like a year ago. I will link the video at the top right as well. You guys can see on the comparison between the Double Wear and the Wet n Wild one. Both have pretty good coverage. My sister likes the Wet n Wild one, but I'm still on my Estee Lauder Double Wear, so probably after that I will shift to something else to try. So moving on to next is their eyeshadow palette. I feel like a lot of people talk about their eyeshadow palette. I think it worth the hype because the price is just like unbeatable. I believe around $5 you get 8 shades. The first one I purchased is their Comfort Zone. This is the one I have on my eyes. You guys have to see the dual chrome one is just amazing. And then you have like other kind of blackish but with some green glitter. And then this color on the lid is just so beautiful. I had it on. It's kind of like a bronzy nude color. It's not really like reflecting a lot. I would say it's a very satin finish, the whole palette. However, I know recently they just updated their new version. You get 10 shades and it's also called Comfort Zone. So other than these 4, I believe they also have like 2 mattes for cover the base, I believe, because this one, it's kind of like you still need some mattes to match it up. Back when I started doing my makeup, I was like, oh, everything shimmery, good. I love shimmer. Who wants matte? But with the time goes on, I feel like mattes are very important. Yeah, see this color, the middle one? It's just so beautiful, the dual chrome one. I mean, it was the price just for that eyeshadow color. It's just totally worth it. Because I remember Natasha Denona, there's one color is also kind of like this. But the whole eyeshadow palette, this one, you can't even buy one tiny little one in the Natasha Denona. So you do the math. However, if you were like me, already purchased this eyeshadow palette, I won't suggest you to buy the new version. You can totally buy their single eyeshadow, this one called Cream Brulee. I'm already out of it, but it's just a very beautiful matte, kind of like a vanilla, very close to your skin tone color for the base. It is amazing, and I believe it's less than $1. Yes, that should work. Otherwise, if you never purchase any eyeshadow palette from Wet n Wild, I will say go for it for their new version. I think it's easier to carry because this one I'm always worried it was shattered, and if you have like a long skinny makeup bag, probably it doesn't fit. But that one is more like a rectangle shape, like your iPhone shape, so it's easier to fit into any kind of makeup bag. So after this successful purchase, I bought this much of their eyeshadow palette. I know, you can tell I have a pattern. Well, I mean, like, it doesn't really cost you that much, so I feel less guilty when I buy their product. Yeah, so at that time, I think they also have another two on the market. I think the other one is the Petal Pusher. I think it's kind of like a 50 Shades of Purple, but I don't really like it. I bought it online, and when it arrived, two of them has already shattered. Yeah, I would say their eyeshadow palettes are really easy to shatter. If you carry it with you to travel, you have to be careful. And I don't really like this one. I feel like this one somehow the pigmentation is just, yeah, let me show you. Like this one and this one, they two kind of like similar. I don't know, I don't get it. And this one, like, it's just not my favorite, but if you're like a big fan of purple, go for it. The next one is their kind of like a 50 Shades of Blue, color Blue Had Me at Hello. I do like some of their shades, especially this blue. It is so pretty. It kind of reminded me the new eyeshadow palette from the tropical blue kind. Yeah, it's just so beautiful. Totally worth it. And then they have some cool tone blue like this. And then they have like a really dark blue. Ooh. Yeah, it's really powdery. And they have like pitch black. Yep. And another shimmer black. And then like another like a platinum blue. So if you're a big fan of blue, I would say go for it. It has all the cool tone and warm tone of blue. It is just super fun to play around. However, my favorite one among all of them is this one called a Sparkle Till Morning. So this one is a limited edition. You can still find it on eBay or some other stores online, but price is probably higher than the retail one. However, I really like this one. I feel like this is the one I can travel with for like a week length. Not saying a month, but it can keep me not feeling bored for a while. It has this kind of similar blue as the last one, and then it has a very neutral daily kind bronze, and then it has some sort of like earthy tone. Then there's a pop of blue and some bronze. I think it just totally meets the needs of my daily life. And this one is my second favorite. This is called Walking the Red Carpet. Hell yeah. I mean, right after I read this tag, I was like, yeah, of course. Not saying I'm going to the red carpet, but I mean, who doesn't want something like that awesome? You can imagine like this beautiful, like a curve, very vintage with some red lip. Yeah, sure. I'll get some. So this one has a glittery gold, of course, for the carpet. Yeah, this one is more like a metal gold. And then you have a, I don't know, I'm out of words, kind of brownish color with gold glitter. And then this one is the matte. This one is also like a brow bone highlighter. One thing neat about their palette is it has a brow bone on it, and then eyelid, and then you got crease, and then the definer. I'm not saying you have to do it, but if you're a makeup beginner, it's totally friendly. You know where to put them without feeling at loss. You have those very basic color, and then those are the shimmery and glitter. Yeah, it's a totally fun palette. I just hope they never shatter or break. That's the only thing I really don't like about drugstore eyeshadow palette. They usually have a very flimsy lid. I'm not going to complain about that because the price tag, as I said, is very unbeatable. I think their eyeshadow palette is totally a go for beginner especially. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy a expensive eyeshadow palette like Natasha Denona or Pat McGrath. However, sometimes you feel like, oh, I want to learn makeup, but then you buy all of those more than $100 eyeshadow palette and realize I don't want to do this anymore, then it's just a lot of money down to the drain. However, with those eyeshadow palette, even if you realize you don't want those steps in your daily life, yeah, you can just quit it without feeling bad. Not saying, damn it, I already spent $100. I have to use this eyeshadow palette. You know. However, expensive or cheap, it's a relative thing for different individual. And also, if you really enjoying playing with eyeshadow palette, then I mean, go for it. For me, I like to buy drugstore makeup because they usually come up with a smaller package, and I don't feel bad if I smash it or scratch it or crack it. I mean, I'm such a klutz, so yeah, those are my worry-free stuff. Okay, next one is this blush. This one is their Coloricon blush. It's the color Pearlescent Pink. The reason why I bought it is because so many people think this one is a perfect dupe for NARS Orgasm. If you don't want to spend $20 to buy that one, totally go for this one. It's literally a fraction of that. This one's like $2 something. So totally know how to feeling. I have to say this one, it's not matte. It has some sort of sheen inside. I put it on today. I'm not sure if you guys can see. So if you're not sure you like that sheen in your blush, definitely go with this one to try it out, because I know some people only like a matte one. Then I would suggest you to go with the Milani Rose blush. I do like it. It looks super nice on me. It feels like so energized and just like a little girl kind of feeling. Coming up next is probably one of my favorite highlighter of this year, if not forever. So this is their, I hate to say it, limited edition Gossographic line. It's their loose highlighting powder in Megaglo. That's the only one for that line, Gossographic. I believe last year it was the mermaid one. I don't feel like purchasing at all, but this one definitely a steal. I went to 3 different stores and called 5 stores and finally found 2 in one store. And I told the shop assistant to hold them, and I purchased both and give one to my sister. Ah, this one, Moon Tears. It's just so beautiful. It has this little skeleton on it. I have to say, some of my drugstore makeup, it doesn't make me have a good experience to use it compared with high-end ones, but this definitely, every time I use it, I feel so happy to use it. It's very finely milled powder in a jar, and it's 8 grams. I have to tell you, 8 grams is a lot, and this one is only $5. It's just so good. So good. I love it. I love it with my whole heart and soul. Yeah, this is just so beautiful. It's definitely one of my favorite for this year. No doubt. With that price and that quality and that quantity, check, check, check. A+. Next one I'm going to talk about is their nail paint. This is the one I purchased. It's the No Light One Step Wonder Gel Paint. I had it on my fingers now. It's for 2 coats already. Yeah, I won't suggest 1 coat. You definitely need 2 coats. It's called a Pretty Piece. It's just like baby blue, super suitable for spring, summertime. And the price is also so nice. It's like $1.99 or $2.99. Can we talk about how expensive nowadays for the nail paint? It's average like $5. I was like, why? Where's those $1, $2 nail paint? Because you have to admit, not like eyeshadow, probably you can just still use it after they expire, but nail paint, you can't really use it after, I would say, like 2 years. It's just all dried up and super gross and everything. So why they cost $5? It's not like everyone has a nail salon business. Yeah, I definitely will go for the $1.99 or heartbreaking Wet n Wild nail paint. Next one is not my so favorite from Wet n Wild. I mean, of course, you have hit and miss from every brand. Not everything is Rainbow and Peachy, I wish, but sometimes it's just not working because everyone is different. So this is the one I don't like. I try to like it, trust me. It's called Just a Peachy. It's their very first line for the lipstick. I really like this color. It's already on my lip. It looks super good. Like there's this peach undertone for the nude. You don't look pale nude, you look like good nude. However, this one on my lip, it just doesn't complement my skin tone. My skin tone look very like a terrible tint. I don't know. This has like a neon undertone. It looks like a very cheap prostitute called Candies. Oh, yeah, it's just how I feel. It just doesn't make me feel good. Yeah, I tried it several times, and also I don't like the formula. It makes my lip feel really dry and it leaves the crack. It just doesn't moisturize my lips compared with others. You can get much better formula for the Revlon Lustrous lipstick, if you know what I'm talking about, the black one, the very classic one. This one needs more work. And next one I want to talk about is, it's their On Edge long wearing eye pencil, and the name is called To My Yan. I thought it would be like a white, but it's not opaque at all. It has like too much oil, so if you put it on the lid, I'm not sure if I should do this. Let me show you. If I say I want to draw a line, see, it doesn't leave. I think the best way for me to do is put it at the front of my eyes, but the tear dot, however, I think this one works better. I put it on here. I put it on there as well. It's just so pretty. Yeah, I don't want to ruin it. This one looks like, it just looks white, but not a good white. It looks just bad. It's not working. What is this? What are you trying to achieve? It's not achieving anything. It's not white enough. See, it just smudged too much. It has too much oil or something inside. The formula is not right. I was trying to do some cool eyeliner thing, but I was like, no, this is not working. So I got something else, and probably I will show you guys next time. Okay, so these are all the products I want to talk about as the hit or miss for Wet n Wild. I will still keep purchasing. I feel like recent years Wet n Wild really step up on their games. They even like changed their packaging for those and add 2 more shades, but still a very reasonable price. I wish they never raise up their price. I feel like we need a more drugstore budget friendly makeup brand like that. The other one I really like is that German brand Essence. That one's really good too. Someday I probably will do one video about them as well. I am all for drugstore makeup. I think they're awesome. I wish Wet n Wild can keep being the backbone of budget friendly and awesome drugstore makeup. Sometimes I just like think about Maybelline because of their Gigi Hadid line. All of a sudden they raised so much of the price. I was like, why? I mean, aren't you supposed to be drugstore makeup? I mean, for me, I feel like drugstore makeup probably should keep within the range of 10 bucks. I mean, if it exceeds that, I would rather just go to Sephora or Ulta, buy those high-end makeup. I think this is it for this video, and I probably will make more video about each brand, my favorite or not so much. Comment down below if you have more product from Wet n Wild that you would like me to try or recommend for me. I hope you like this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and keep subscribe my channel for my future videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!